everybody, it's Kendall from the Recording Lounge podcast, and I'm here talking about a really, really cool mic and company. This is the EDWINA from EAR TRUMPET LABS. Let's check this thing out. So I got this mic really recently, and it's become, oh, look at that microphone. Gosh, it's beautiful. This has become one of my new favorite microphones. So first of all, check this thing out. Just gaze upon it in its glory. This thing is just gorgeous. I'm going to focus on this a little bit. This thing is just beautiful, and it's inspiring, and clients are like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to sing on that thing, even if they haven't heard it. But, and that's cool. When clients see this thing, they're like, what is that? I want to sing into that, or I want to hear what that sounds like. So this is a large diaphragm, solid-state condenser microphone. It has got a 26 millimeter diaphragm. It's cardioid. It's got less than 14 dBA of noise, weighted, and one of the coolest things about this microphone is just the smoothness of the top end. Now, a lot of microphones have this big, hefty boost up in the top end and then the high mids and all this stuff. It just makes it sound plastic and fake. This microphone does not have that. In fact, one of the coolest things about this microphone is that it's got a dip in the frequency response around 3 to 4K and about 7K, which prevents harshness. And harshness is so common on vocals and acoustic instruments. And it's really hard to get really nice, clear, bright sounds, but not harsh bright, just clear and bright and distinct. You can use a ribbon mic, and that's cool, but sometimes that can be a little too dull or a little bit too sort of muted, Anyway, so this microphone does have a little bit of a peak at around 10K, but then it rolls off from there. So the top end isn't like tizzy and like plasticky and sizzly in a weird sort of cheap sounding way. Now this microphone has this really cool body style. It's made from this like copper tube with these sort of brass washers and nuts on here, this cool yoke mount Mogami cable sticking out here, and this really, really neat head basket. Now they actually do sell a pop filter that clips right onto this head basket here that sort of blends in, looks just like this, but clips right on it in case you want to use it for vocals. And I can tell you it sounds great on vocals, not just acoustic guitar or mandolin or any other acoustic instruments. Sounds awesome on upright bass also. The other cool thing about this microphone is that it doesn't have too much low end. Now, a lot of people want, when they hear a microphone, they hear like, oh man, I want this big, beautiful, gorgeous low end. But a lot of times they end up rolling all that off or using a high pass filter, and it gets too muddy and it gets too boomy. And if you put the microphone close to the guitar or to the instrument, the proximity effect sort of boosts up that low end insanely, and then it just sounds muddy and unclear. That's what's great about this mic, is it doesn't have too much low end by default, so you can put it close to an acoustic instrument or a vocal, get the intimacy that you want and that tone that you want from that performance, but then the low end is not boomy and not, you know what I mean? You can put this a foot away on an acoustic guitar, and it's like, oh, the low end isn't boomy. And I've got some clips to show you of that on acoustic guitar, but this sounds great on vocals also, particularly male vocals. It sounds really cool on upright bass. It sounds cool on mandolin. I haven't really tried it on. It sounds great as a room mic and as an overhead. I've tried this thing on a handful of sources so far, and it sounds awesome. So shout out to EAR TRUMPET LABS in Portland, Oregon. Super, super cool company. Super nice guys. You can even get stuff custom made with, your name stamped in here, or your studio name in here, or your band name or whatever. These things also apparently make really killer live mics and reject a lot of feedback. So, hey, that's cool. But, I'm in the studio, so let's hear some sounds. Why not?